We had Alan Brewer's place over here up in Buffalo, South Carolina, cooking up some crabs and some shrimp and some fish. No shrimp. Some French fries. I'm Jason Bland, Trinity Outdoor Disabled Adventures, because he can go back and edit that. Well, we had Rolling Hill Farms, 2017, and it's a blessing that this family has been able to return the favor of blessing us. And so we just doing a little fish fry, a little Cajun fish fry and crabs and stuff, and gonna share the word tonight. Well, guys, I want to thank y'all for all coming, man. I'm Brother Alan. I'll tell y'all a little bit about how we met each other. We met each other going to Jimmy Site Spiritual Outdoor Producers Camp, learning how to do videography and stuff like that up in right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and that was 3 years ago. About 3 years ago, and we just kept in touch other way from there and stuff, because him and I probably were the only ones out there that really wasn't worried about trying to make it on TV and everything. And God puts people together, like-mindedness, together, and he just builds that relationship greater than ever being on TV, like I was sharing with some of y'all. Although we've been on the Pursuit Channel and Outdoor Channel a couple episodes, but it's not our thing. I was telling the brother over there about a couple examples how it's just it's a tough market to be in, But basically, we're in the market of God, in a kingdom-minded business, and I'll just tell y'all, like God can use even our guys on a SWAT team. He can utilize. Everybody has a gift. Like, although we think everybody may have bad quality traits, but God could use you, even cutting trees, right, to be able to share his word with people. Because a lot of times, even on the streets, because I lost my leg from drugs and alcohol, and that was 12 years ago, got in a bad accident. Wasn't a bad guy, just had a bad habit, I was an addict. But God was working, he was transforming my life. It took me until, I lost a family, I was going through a divorce and stuff, and just a very greedy life. Played college football, the life of the party and everything like that. And it took an accident. It took about 2 years after that accident for me to get my stuff together. And it's only because I was tired of losing in life. We love to laugh, but he gives us all a gift, man. And it just, us getting together tonight is a blessing for us to just even formulate relationships with you guys, and it just, yeah, we're here to relax. We've been on the road since September, but it's about relationships in life. And that most important relationship is that relationship with Jesus Christ. This is Brother Bobby Sears right here. Bobby had a stroke 2 years ago, and but Bobby also has a ministry of his own that God allowed him to start. It's called the Little Angels Foundation, and what he does is he builds cypress caskets and coffins for families who can't afford them, kids to adolescent age and stuff like that. And I met Bobby, even though I was telling that we were from the same hometown and stuff, but we like two different sets of crowds and never really knew each other until later part of life when God had us both ready to do his work. And I said, Bobby, you ever been deer hunting? And Bobby actually was paralyzed completely on the left side of his body. That was 2 years ago. And vision's still a little bit impaired, but God's healing him. And that's what our ministry believes in. When we take these families and these kids, he can heal our minds, he can heal our hearts, he can give us a new outlook on life from the drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. When you speak that word, men of God, you calling somebody, hey brother, hey man of God. Man, when my pastor started calling me that two years ago, I was like, who he's talking to? But that the Bible says that our tongue will bring life or death. So when I'm speaking at somebody, I said, hey man of God, you give that man a purpose in life to start thinking about himself, because if you truly want to be a man of God, you better start speaking it out your mouth. But anyway, we want to thank Alan and Lisa and their family, and Todd. As much as we mess with Todd over there, we really don't like him, but we love him. It wouldn't be normal if we didn't mess with each other. I hadn't spoke to him in a year. And I called him up last week and was like, you know who this is? He's like, yeah, I know who this crazy Cajun is. I'm like, crazy. We call him Tenacious Todd.
Good name. Got it right here. Well, howdy there. Here's Tenacious Todd, and they're skinning a deer. We'll see if these Cajuns know what they're doing. They might be skinning that deer backwards.
But anyway, man, Pastor Frank, man, we glad that you came, and why don't you share a word?
Wait. Don't try to help 1,000 next week. Try to help one. As this little boy went down to the seashore, and the tide had just come in, and it blew in a bunch of them little starfish. And the tide went back out, and all them starfish was laying there on the sand in that hot sun, and they was dying because they couldn't get back in the water. This little boy was down there frantically, just picking them up, just as fast. This old man saw it, and he said, "Son, what in the world are you doing?" He said, "These starfish." He said, "Man, they're going to die. The sun's getting." He said, "There ain't no way you could ever save all these starfish." That boy picked up a nut. He said, "That's one more right there. It ain't going to die." And that's what we got to do. We can't save the world. Jesus went out of his way. He was on his way, I believe, to Judea or Jericho, and he went out of his way 29 miles. No cars, no emails, on his sandal. Went out of his way 29 miles. You know why? To talk to a woman that had been divorced 5 times and was shacking up at the time. And he went by just to speak to that one woman, 29. You know what we need to do? Find our calling and go out of our way to make sure we help people. God bless you. Thank y'all for having me. Everybody always wants to hear a fast one on the banjo, so y'all help me with it. I fly, let's say, I